because the thought of you it's like the yeah, because I'm stuck on you.
What's up guys, thanks for tuning into this video on Elvis is the Man. So I wanted to make a quick video and share with you something that I just learned. You know that pinky ring that Elvis would always wear? He wore it in 56, 57, he wore it in publicity stills, he wore it in the Welcome Home Elvis, Frank Sinatra thing, just all the time. He wore it in movies in the early 60s. The last time I ever saw him wear it was in 1961 for the Blue Hawaii movie. And I finally found out what happened to it. Like, nobody talks about it. I remember in one of the Bodyguard books, I believe it was maybe Alan Forrest's book, because Alan Forrest's book recounts a lot of the stories in Elvis's life during the movie years. But this is the first time I actually heard this. Alan talks about how Elvis actually lost this ring. I forget how. He lost it in Hawaii when he was doing his Pearl Harbor shows. He lost it. He sent one of the guys back and they ended up finding it. I forget the details at the moment. Maybe somebody in the comments can add it in if they remember. But Elvis got this ring in 56 as a gift from a fan. It's like one of my favorite rings. I always see him, you know, his like pinkies dangling and this, like, it's a very small ring actually, but he acts like it's like 100 pounds. Anyway, like I said, he wore this all the time and I always wondered, how come I don't see this ring after the early 60s? Like, he wore it consistently. He even wore it when he was in the army. You see pictures of him like out in the field still wearing his ring, so it obviously meant a lot to him. I finally found out from the book Child Bride what happened, and there's no other stories about this ring, so I'm assuming this is probably the correct story. The book says that Elvis actually gave it to Priscilla after the first time she came to visit Elvis. She visited him in the early 60s at his rented house in California while just after he wrapped up the movie Blue Hawaii, and you see him wearing it in the movie Blue Hawaii. He gave it to her and said, why don't you come back and visit me Christmas of this year. So Priscilla had it, according to this book. I've always wondered what happened to like my favorite ring. Like, I had a 8x10 glossy of it from the Jailhouse Rock publicity stills. A while ago I got a poster with Elvis wearing it. You know, it's very common in the 50s and early 60s, but you never see it. So Elvis, according to the book, gave this to Priscilla as a going away gift. I don't know what she did with it. Maybe it's still in her possession. Priscilla, if you're watching, comment down below and tell us if you still have it. Maybe put it up on display at Graceland if you're still allowed to be there. I don't know. Anyway, talk to me in the comments.